Wop 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 wop. Alrighty. We should be live. Alright, people of the world, this is GTAraj. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy yourself here. If you enjoy yourself, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, tonight, we're doing something a little bit different. I'll tell you more about it when I, grab the game I'm meant to be playing. Meant to be on my desk. It's not on the desk. So this week, I thought I'd go back to roots just a little bit and play with a bit of a different controller. I've done this once before. It didn't turn out so well, but this is not a weirdo-ass glove controller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present to you a very mysterious kind of PlayStation 1 controller. This monstrosity here, it is from the company Blaze that also put out those very good cheat discs back in the day. You insert the cheat disc, you pick your codes, you swap out the cheat disc for the game, you run it, and then you have cheats enabled. I didn't know they made a controller. Well, I did. I owned one of these many years ago. But young Raj, being young Raj, I kind of destroyed it. I removed all the rubber from it. And about a year or so back, I remembered I found my controller. And I'm like, I want one that's in better condition. I want to try this again and see what it's like. Does it still hold up? What is it like in the modern day? So went on eBay about a year or two back, got this. It is like for like what I had, minus the rubber. This one has its rubber intact. Outside of that, it is the exact same controller that I used back in the day. Now, you might have already noticed a little something different on the controller. It doesn't have a traditional D-pad. In fact, it swaps out the D-pad for micro switches, which I'm going to try and also eloquently display on a live stream with other sounds involved. So let's give this a whirl. That is a clicky D-pad, except it's not a D-pad. It's a micro switch style D-pad, or not style. It takes away the D-pad and puts in micro switches. That is already not very good. Also, the buttons feel weird. Oh, pardon me. But I was kind of inspired to do another Gran Turismo 2 stream, especially since the last one popped off for no bloody reason. I don't know why. But overall, this controller is not as good as an original PlayStation controller. It feels wrong to use this. It really does. And one error that I missed from the previous Gran Turismo 2 stream, very much so, is the fact that Alright, buddy, that's a lot of force on those buttons. One thing that I missed is the interface wasn't lined up correctly, so we're going to go into machine test and fix that. Because my aim here is to try and get stream to look like a traditional CRT. So we don't have to, we absolutely don't have to worry about time connection. There we go. Yeah, that looks fine, I think. Wow. Okay. Oh, I've got that looking quite toasty, I might say so myself. And now we're taking out the legendary Supra. Or Supra RZ. Ah, this feels so wrong! Analog not by default for some reason. It also takes a lot more force to press down these buttons. Ha! That is interesting. I don't think I've done a stream like this for a controller. Whoa, I ain't touching nothing. I ain't touching nothing. Oh. Whoa! Do we have a faulty controller? Wait, why is wiggling the analog stick down triggering face button presses? Huh? Let's put the analog light on. So that's mitigated one issue. Smacking the controller fixed it. So turning analog on disables the stick's use. Does it detect it as being analog? It's not detecting this as being an analog controller. Interesting. Start plus directional button to improve. Oh. Oh. That is interesting. Oh. So the only thing we can really change control-wise Ha! What is interesting, this is an analog controller. It's got the sticks, it's got the DualShock and all in it. I believe there are vibration motors in this. So the fact that it's not being picked up as an analog controller. It also feels wrong. There's something about the thumbstick that's triggering the hell out of my It's really irking me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's take the Supra. Let's take it into an event that doesn't have a limit on it. Let's take it into something easy that we don't care about losing. So yeah. Na 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 na. Right. I'm just doing something real quick. I'm looking up something real quick. I'm trying to see. You know what? This is better done on PC. This is better than on PC. Screw messing around with mobile nonsense. I'm trying to see if the controller here's got a DualShock on it. Actually, I want to see more of this. Oh god! It seems the Blaze actually made a few of these kind of controllers. Okay, so I'm learning. This controller is called the Blaze, the Blaze 3D Viper. I never actually, this is a very different box I'm seeing here than what I originally got. Good lord. There's also one in blue. This is very interesting. Apparently it's called a 3D floating D-pad, but it's a D-pad with micro switches on it. Allegedly. They're going for dirt cheap, and yet I don't know almost nothing about these mother fluffing things. How does that even work? I'll try and get these gaps about the right size. On the other side of the screen. Oh god, this is gonna be really freaking bad, isn't it? This is gonna be really bad. Wait, I could just check here. Okay, now it's all offset again. What is happening? Because I mean, we could just set it to be normal boundaries of the monitor itself like this, but that's terrible on a CRT. So to try and make it fit, we have to go like this. Because there's no point in trying to replicate the 4:3 aspect ratio on a CRT. It doesn't make any sense. This seems about right. There's a sufficient gap. That doesn't make it off-putting. Anyway. We're trying this janky-ass controller here. Oh god, it's switching over sticks. Actually though, sticks aren't terrible. I've switched back to the D-pad. The allegedly floating D-pad. What I will... actually though, wait a minute. This actually isn't terrible. Because your finger just sits in there. It's not being crushed up against the smaller D-pad buttons. Because these are all switches. And the fact these are still working quite fine 20 plus years later is a testament to how good it was built. The overall quality of the switches seem to be good. I mean, I'm really sucking at turning that one corner. But like in general though, the D-pad might just be the best feeling thing on this. it feels wrong as well. Let me try and explain this the best I can when I'm done with this race. I'm locked in, I'm focused. I got that focus in me. Damn, my actual preview is looking better than itself. Oh no. How did that happen? And then I just got distracted and missed my invisible drive lane because I've memorized this map. People come into my streams, they get retro gaming, and they also get me thrown out the yeah. Yeah, a very sensual one. But no, this micro switch D-pad is very interesting for what it is, but the bit that your finger sits on feels off. I hate the rest of this controller. I am not okay with this. It also has a turbo and a slow function. These times are terrible. Okay, so because we now finished that race, this controller has got a little dimple in there. It's the physical version of feeling a squeak. It's that kind of plastic where it feels like, you ever do that thing to someone where you run their hand down their head and you hear a squeaking noise? It is like that. You're feeling what that sounds like. It's a very smooth plastic, but when your finger's just brushing up against it, and it makes that squeak, or it makes that, you get that feeling where it feels like it's squeaking. That kind of thing. It feels weird, but the switches themselves are incredibly responsive and they're good. It's just the rest of it's not quite like that. This is a lot chunkier, there's a lot more travel between the buttons. And it's designed in such a way, when you try to reach for your start and select, your finger's actually bumping into the analog stick, kind of like that. You can still reach it from a neutral position. It's just when you're reaching for the select button or the start button, because they're positioned down lower on the face of the controller, you're bumping the analog sticks. So that's a bit of a design flaw. Yeah! The texture of that thumb D-pad is just so terrible. But I can't help enjoy the micro switch D-pad. It is interesting. It is very, very interesting from my super duper point of view. God. I was looking up something on here, wasn't I? Oh wait, no, I switched to PC for that. Then I went down a rabbit hole of Blaze actually making other controllers, which I didn't know about. I didn't even know the name of this controller. All I know is Blaze made cheat discs, and then they also made this one controller. So Blaze PS1 controller. Apparently they've made more. They've made wireless controllers? Oh god, what is that? What did I call this one? Blaze 3D Viper controller. Oh my goodness. This is very interesting. This is super interesting. I wonder if this product had a different name in the UK, because it's showing a box for it that I don't recall it ever having. Let me open that image and see if that is right. That's a European sign. That might... so... There's two variants it seems. One is the Viper Pro Grip Shock Controller, which has a Euro symbol on the packaging. And there's also another one that says 3D Viper Grip Micro Wizard. I want to see if I can see the UK box, because the box for it was a little different. Because I didn't even know Blaze made accessories like this. I thought they were just like detail that stuck to making cheat discs. This has been very, very interesting. What is this? Oh, this one's the turbo controller? I might have found another place for wait a minute. Oh god, that's an abomination. That's not a PlayStation 2 controller, friend. So there's a common misconception that if a controller is black, it's for PlayStation 2. But also, trying to find one of these controllers in the UK market with a box is very interesting. Oh god, a light gun. Oh, it's not even marked the way they should be, because you're meant to have like a little bit of playfulness to your realistic looking gun, just so people don't mistake it for an actual gun. Oh god, what is this dude's website? Oh, that sounds great. I'll take a look at that later. But no, as far as I'm aware currently, I don't even know what to think at this point. Are you kidding? God. This controller is interesting. It's made with things. It's made in a way that it really shouldn't be. Like your L2 and R2 buttons, they're chunky. Can I bring this up? Can I bring this up? Look at those chunky things. Look at that. That is insane. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the overall design of this controller is just weird. So you're starting to select or down a little bit further than they should be. They should be more aligned. They should be just above your square and your circle, and they're so far inward that reaching them is just it's a right pain in the arse. It really is. So let's try it. Let's take on the Luxuale Sedan Cup. Now, if you've played the English version, it's Luxury Sedan Cup. The translation's gotten a little bit wrong there. Now, this is the Japanese version. It's the most progress I have in general with this game, so it makes sense for me to use that one. Plus, we've got a smoother frame rate, so it's going to look a little bit nicer when this gets played back. But no, for some bloody reason, the last Gran Turismo 2 stream done surprisingly well for the channel. A stream did well. Shocking. I still can't get over that. But no, when my finger's not sliding around on that micro switch D-pad, it is actually quite nice to use for a drive. Oh, there's vibration! Okay, we have DualShock on this. There's DualShock on the controller. But if there's DualShock on the controller, why were we not able to toggle it in the options? Am I missing something here? Is that just for analog racing wheels? What am I missing in a game that I've played literally my entire life? And I've used a steering wheel with this game like maybe once when I was a child. And I have no particular interest in using a racing wheel as a grown-up in this game. It just wouldn't play the same as using a controller. But it also wouldn't play the same as using a real racing wheel. This is gonna be a true test to see if we get drift or not. I don't do micros. Can you get stick drift or can you get drift with micro switches? Can you somehow jam the switch from excessive use? It's a very interesting question. Because this is the only micro switch controller I own that I even know about. I don't know of any other PlayStation controller that has micro switches in the D-pad. Because normally when you get down to it, it is basically a rubber thing. Hey! Hi, Trevor! What is that little icon you have? What is that? Hey! You've got that little icon for being a top fan. Let's go. You know, normally underneath a controller, and it's still like that to this day, you have a circuit board with little pads on it, and then there's a rubber membrane. And then there's some contact between your D-pad and that membrane to complete the circuit. That's how D-pads normally are. This one is just a clicky micro switch. So I don't know if you can jam those. They might be built in a way where you really can't. So any kind of degradation that happens is from the thing aging. I genuinely don't know. Alright, thank you very much. That is very interesting. This controller is so weird. You know what? It's a little bonus. Let me find the let me find the glove. Actually, I know where it is. It'll take a bit to get the cable. 1 second. Alright, that took a second. It's a bit dusty, but I'm going to do a little bonus for tonight. We are going to try the glove. Now, I've done a stream on this mother hopper before. However, that was a while ago. And I didn't test this with it. So you can, but it's hard. Let's see if I can strap myself up real quick. It helps if I remember how to strap myself up in this thing. I'm going to look like an utter abomination. That's fine. Okay, so we are now strapped up. We now have the glove attached. I just want to see what we can get away with. On guard, wait, what? Oh god, I forgot to fix stream before. Oh, I have to left hand my mouse. There we go. Okay, so we have the glove attached. My top chat. Change that to live chat. There we go. Right, so okay. I got that movement down. Now how do I go? Okay, we're now overwriting. Okay, can I? Oh, I need to try and make this. Oh god, am I really gonna try and play a driving game with a glove? I have to hold it at an angle for camera. This is gonna be fun. I think. Maybe. Full send it. On God. Okay. Okay, so try this one again. I'm gonna try and keep my hand held up the best I can. So luckily for me, X and square are at the same points as they always are. On God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, neutral. Oh God. Is the mechanism broken? Either that or I got big hands. Oh God. There's no alternative to this either. Wait a minute. This should be very... Oh God. There we go. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Isn't my hand just the problem? It is. Okay, so we got that one fixed. Let's go. Finally, okay, Gran Turismo with nothing but a glove. On God. I'm gonna try. I'm probably gonna end up with some form of carpal tunnel after this. Hey, sure, Trevor, for being a channel member. Let's go. Okay. On God. Oh. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. There we go. We can still reverse. We can still reverse. Come on, come on. Nope, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. That is entirely the wrong way. On God. On God. Oh, son of a whore. Son of a motherfuck, actually. I mean, at least we can J-turn, right? Oh, it's locked. Oh, that is such a problem. There's like a catch thing on it on the side. Let me pause this. Yeah, let's have a look. Alright, so up here is the mechanism for it. So it slides back and forth, and that gets you up and you're down. When I'm using it, it's sliding out just a little bit too far whenever I'm using it, so it is getting stuck. Now, if there's a way to sort that, I will gladly use this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've lost the race. So all these station wagons are gonna be able to say they've beaten a Mark IV Super. Oh God. If I can just get that tight enough, or even have my wrist loose enough in this, we should be good. Okay. I feel like that should be fine. I need to find my natural resting position with it though. Because... oh, that's going to be very problematic. So to go up, you need to move your you need to move your wrist left, which then dislodges it a little bit. On God. Okay, we don't got this. We don't got this. I've been lapped. I've just been lapped for the first time ever in my Gran Turismo career. Yeah. I'm thinking there are switches on the bottom here. What is this for? Okay. Okay, let's force ourselves back into position. That's not the way to force ourselves back into position. Are we just not turning left now? Did something break? Wait a minute. Oh, is it actually broken? That's unfortunate. Oh. Hey, I got a boost, let's go! No, it's broken. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh. Let me double check this. Let me double check this. Now let me get back on. Let me try this out. Oh. Yeah, I'm only able to turn in one direction. Okay. That settles it. I kind of thought my wrist might have thrown it off and done something, but that's not the case. It is just that old. Something inside has went, and it is no longer responding to turning left. Ah, that was unfortunate. That could have been a... I tried to use it a couple of years back, but I just never went through practicing on using it. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that anymore. But yeah, no, if I can get my hands on another one, I will absolutely do a single stream dedicated to playing PlayStation 1 games with just the glove. I might need a hospital trip after it, but it is fine. Because it can and will give you carpal tunnel. Because this was designed in the 90s, the late 90s, as a way to be closer to your games. You might think it's a rival to Nintendo's Power Glove. Not even close. That thing came out at least a decade before. But it is an interesting idea. We're doing Special Stage Route 5. We're gonna absolutely blast this. We're at what, 450 horsepower, give or take? So I don't freaking know. Also, that's the first time I got to see the new cat alerts. So I'm very happy with them. I got some cat themed alerts provided to me by Stream Elements. And no, they're not sponsoring me. I'm just saying who I use for my overlays and stuff. Except the whole CRT thing. That's all me. I sourced an image and then I went out and sourced a filter for the game overlay. To try and keep it as close to it as possible. Because I want that original experience to be felt. Even down to the janky ass controller. Which, not gonna lie, a microswitch D-pad controller feels decent. The materials used for the bit that your finger sits on, the actual thing that you move, is not good. It is not good in the slightest. It feels weird. But the responsiveness is there, my spinning out is still here. It's not improving on that. What do you expect with a... Is this a front wheel drive car? What's the Mark IV Supra always front wheel? Huh. I keep a finger down, no fast forward motion a little bit. There we go. Ooh. Holy unresponsive steering. So, big problem. If you turn off the analog controls on this, the analog sticks themselves will still respond, but not very good. Also, that's a very nice car. But you know what? Just to mark the occasion, for the first time in my Gran Turismo playing history on PS1, I think I'm going to switch over to manual. I wonder how a 20-plus-year-old game is going to handle doing manual. How am I going to handle doing manual? On God. We're going to mark the occasion here. This will be the last driving game I ever drive in automatic. As my dad calls it, the lazy man car. Oh God. Sorry, getting the seat into position is just such a pain in the ass sometimes. For what it is, I think the more I'm using this controller, the more I'm adapting to it, and the more I'm feeling it feels more responsive. Also, keep in mind we are in kilometers per hour. We're not seeing a 250 mile per hour Super RZ. Kilometers is very different. For some reason, when they brought the game over to the UK, they still kept the gauges kilometers per hour and not miles per hour. We don't use kilometers here. Yeah, my dad calls automatics lazy man car. You don't have to shift. You don't have to mess with the clutch. You don't have to mess with the gearbox. And for the longest time, up until a couple of years back, that's all I was doing in driving games is automatic. But just so we get used to things, I'm going to very much do an easy race with this car. Just to see how I can get my timings down and all that crap. So it's a learning process. We're going from gear shifting in a modern video game to gear shifting in 1999. On God, this game's what, 26 years old? I'm not gonna think about that. This game be 26 years old, man. It's like we went 5 steps back. Although, the upside to this is you can just shift to a manual transmission at any point before a race. So, start race, your transmission, manual. Oh god, this is going to be painful, isn't it? I mean, it's a manual gearbox. It's going to be a learning process. However, I don't have the same freedom as Forza. In Forza, I flick my analog stick up to change gear. To try and mimic a shifter. Woo! Although I am significantly quicker. Unfortunately, all cars still sound like lawnmowers, so that's a money shift. So far, I've made one mistake. Car coming up, brake. One thing I hate about automatic gearboxes in video games is they jam. They require you to step on the brake for the gear downshift, which is not okay. Not how that works. Or at least it shouldn't be how it works. There we go. And it's on such an easy track as well. Holy crap. On the upside, I am vastly demolishing the opposition. Oh god, if I had access to the Escudo Pikes Peak, that mother hubber would be just incredible. You know what I want to try and win? I'm going to look this up in a minute. I need to remember how to get the Renault E-Space F1. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to show you in a second. Because it is a one of one. It does exist and it's a real vehicle. It is a... Oh boy. I forgot what Americans call it. It's a van of some sort. A family van or whatever. We bounce at the back. Not the... Actually, this is some of the better driving I've done in this game. Low-key embarrassing, not gonna lie. Right, race done. We don't need to save. Because we're not earning anything outside of money in this right now. So when you get to a certain point, you just start earning vehicles. It's up to you if you want to keep them or if you want to sell them. But no, I want to show you the Renault E-Space F1. This thing is it's like a people carrier. And it might have Formula 1 engines in it. Gran Turismo went through a period where it had made up vehicles. There was a Nike car at one point in Gran Turismo 4. That doesn't exist. Oh, what are we in? North Sea? For France. No, that's UK and Germany. Western. It's west, it's west. Renault. There we go. This car that I'm about to show you is an absolute monster. Now keep in mind, it is real. This is a real van. It exists, and it's a one of one. I'm going to show you one more that also exists. And I do not know how many of them actually exist, but there have been sightings of this car in the wild. It is another Japanese car. It's from Suzuki, of all people. And it's this mother hubber right here. Yeah, soccer mum van with Formula 1 engines in it. And it's a racing spec car. So we're gonna see the Cultist Pikes Peak version, but what we need to see is this big bad boy, the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak version. It's a rallying car with 995 horsepower, and it can go much faster than that. You can get this over 1,000 horsepower. But it also costs you 250 million yen. So the conversion is... When you play the game in English, the conversion goes from yen to dollars. So when you start the game in Japanese, you have a million. You have a million yen. But when you play the game in English, you have $10,000 to spend on getting your first vehicle. But now I want to see what bloody car I earned, because we did a couple of events. That's not the way I want to go to. I might be flopping it up here. I need to find out how to earn the E-Space F1, because that thing sounds like a beast. So let's go a GTR. GTR? Nissan? It is an Autech tuned by Nismo. God damn. Ooh. We also earned a TRD. Honda? TRD Sports X, sorry. No, TRD is not, it's a Toyota Chaser. Okay. Yeah, TRD is the tuning company behind Toyota. There's TRD, and then Spoon is one of the guys for Honda, I believe. Yeah, that comes off as right. Let me look something up real quick, because it's been a hot minute since I've grabbed the E-Space F1. No, that's F1, not the, whatever. It was only ever in this game. Can be bought at the specials. Wait! I can just buy that. Wait, I can buy that now! No, wait, it's 2 million credits. It's not counting for the Japanese one. That's gonna be, what, 250 mil? On God, I'm gonna have to earn all that. But there is a specific race I can do to earn a boatload of cash and sell vehicles for vast amounts of money. Yeah, no, I just already buy that for 200 mil credits. I'm a little bit off of that. But we have a Supra RZ with a lot of torque that can keep up with race cars. Shockingly. So we're gonna do... Oh, let's try a top tier one. Let's earn a race car. Because there was one that I was doing the last time I played this. I think it's this one. Oh wait, no. We'll do the bottom one. Do the bottom one. Yeah, Gran Turismo started doing weird vehicles that you can earn and race with. One of them being a steam wagon. 1 horsepower, powered by steam. And you stick that on the test course, and then you're just chugging along. Let's try a mountain. There it is. Let's see how I handle something a little bit more complex. No, it's the Deep Forest Raceway. This is Deep Forest. Oh shit, that actual power increase just threw me off real bad, dude. So now... Oh god. I'm making a right mess of this. Yeah, I have to be extra aware now. And I can't freely balance the in-game volume. Oh god. I think this controller is also really shitty. Oh, this kind of scenario. Oh wow. Reveler. I don't like this no more. Oh god, I've accidentally switched up. Ah! I mean, we have enough torque that we can still stay in a race, but this is throwing me off big time. Like I said, it's a landing curve, but this is also not helping with this micro switch D-pad. I'm not fully used to racing with it, and there's a little bit of... It's not drift. It's like it doesn't... There's a dead zone to it, it doesn't fully turn off when you need it to, so there's a bit of finagling to happen. That vibration, though, Jesus Christ. That's a very strong vibration motor in this. Correct yourself! On God! Alright, I'm switching controller back. Jesus Christ. Whoop. I do believe I will fare better with a smaller controller. Faster! This is what we're switching back to. I could use the grey one, but like, this one matches the console. And this is a top tier controller as well. It's got the right kind of grip. It's made of the right plastic that feels nice. And the cable is far too long and it's in my way. Well, let's go! Oh, what the hell's all these black cars here? Damn! Okay, let's go. Fundamentals! Don't send it when you're at the pinnacle of a corner. Oh God. Oh God! That is definitely not good for the gearbox. We're still in third. I need to have my awareness Skyrim level. But the music's also distracting. I can't change that unless I back out of the game almost entirely. Okay, we're doing fine, we're doing fine. Keep on going, we got this. Oh! Get out of my way, bitch. We're fine, we're fine. How are you so far ahead? You whore. Okay. What kind of fucking spoiler is on that car? How much downforce do you have? How much downforce? Yes. All the downforce. You need that maximum grip. I've turned too early. I'm switching back to automatic for a time being. Ooh. When I get competitive, I just want to focus on the race, and I can't do that right now because I have to focus on the gearbox at the same time. So I will work on that in my spare time. Same race, automatic gearbox, no strings attached. Yeah, I was doing very well for not playing manual in this. Or 4 playing manual. That's like my third go at playing manual. Oh, that could be a challenge. If I get a working glove, I have to sit there and play Gran Turismo 2 with the glove and manual gearbox. I would absolutely do that for a sub goal. But I'm also insane enough that would do it just for shits and giggles. Okay, here we go. Here's the real race. There we go. Your gears change factory output. What is this understeer? What BS is this? Also, for the record, the AI in this game is kind of like Forza's modern AI. It doesn't give a shit. If it can run you off the road, it will. It doesn't mean it's okay. It just means I'm more pissed off than I should be at this. Whew. Oh, I've got to be calm and collected. Oh, God. Oh, man. I'm going to end up with a carpool tunnel at that rate. I also think it's to do with my tires not being warm enough just yet. That is something you can check. That's right, correct yourself, car. Oh God, really? The bump threw me off? So my suspension is a little too springy. Okay, I need to work on that. See, this is what happens when you play with racing spec vehicles and you're in an epoxy street car that's not being tuned by professionals. There is a learning curve here, and I need to figure out which setting means that my suspension is not as bouncy at the rear. Spring rate. So, if I remember correctly, the far left is going to be softer suspension, which means more springy. Our bound and rebounds are level 7, which I set that already. My stabilizers are fine. Toe is set to neutral. Camber. A bit extra camber here, man. Everything else should be fine. I mean, alright. Let me slip. De-acceleration should be all the way down. And our initial should be very hard. And we're going to change our traction control to try and make sure we don't slide out as much. Outside of that, we should be good to go. Our suspension should now be that's a phrase. That is a phrase. Our suspension should coming from my mouth? Boy howdy. So we should see some noticeable improvements in a second. These are all racing tuned vehicles. Mine is just like a street tuner taking a fucking hatchet to it. I also hate this course. But we should be able to keep up just fine. There we go. Hype in the chat. I nearly flipped that car, holy shit. Never mind. Some crazy ass driving going on here. But I believe we have 2 laps to get this right. So long as I still remember the racing fundamentals, don't send it when you're going around the corner. You let off and let the car correct itself. That tree got in the way. I'm coming for you guys. I have my everything clenched for this. I absolutely hate that corner. I think I'm taking it a little too wide. Have to be more on the inner side of the corner first. There we are. We're getting there, we're getting there. Oh. Out of my way, bitch. Hey, not bad for rising from the ashes. Jesus. So we're up against a Mines-tuned Lancer Evo 5, a Mazda Speed RX-7 GTC, both race cars, and a TRD 3000. God, I hope Chad is having a good time. I'm also having a good time, but it's also very stressful. Whew. Ah, shit, I just went into replay. Whoops. God. This game is still a hoot. I want to find more creative ways of playing it. Like, yeah, I could just easily sit here and be like, okay, I'm playing with my super expensive controller. It's a limited edition one, but it has no extra functionality over the original. Or I can do something creative, like play with a dance mat. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me to break out the dance mat to play this. On God, that's something I would do. I do have a whole ass Dance Dance Revolution mat. You imagine playing Gran Turismo on that? That has to be a sensitivity nightmare. Holy. On the upside, someone might get feet camera. I don't fucking know. Can you imagine the? Can you imagine the stream title for that? Gran Turismo 2 with feet. my arm! Traction broke and I slid. Plus, those gooners are pushing me as well. I should have been able to tell from the engine noises, but well, I wasn't paying attention. What are we at for Street Play? It's only been an hour and 10? Are you serious? There is no feasible way that it's been an hour and 10. It feels like I've been here for 2 hours. It really does. We've had interesting chat. There's interesting things happening in stream. I'm up against an R2 Supers. Three, two, one. If you apply too much power when you're on a corner, you're gonna slide. And because I have a partial American audience tonight, I'm very much going to be driving a muscle car after this one. That is unfair! What the hell happened there, man? That is some bullshit. That is some extra supercalifragilistic bullshit. It's very serious when you break out the Mary Poppins. What? Where is my grip? What happened? It felt like I was fighting with the car to keep it stable. But we should have had fuck traction control. We'll keep it soft. Gah. Really fun to see dun 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 dun. Oh my goodness. Screw traction control, we slide these bitches. So we need to brake now. My brother in Christ, you're bogging me down. Nope, we're not doing that. I feel like my car's had so much airtime, it might be collecting flyer miles. You Harley. Eat my dust, bitch. 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's not the correct way to take that corner. It's my way to take it. However, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. God, that corner taking was so sexy. What the fuck? Woo! Okay, we found our groove. Fuck, that's great. Holy shit. Okay, I found my groove for this track. 3, 2, 1. I like the fact that you didn't correct yourself, game or car. Not the game's fault, it's car fault. Boy howdy. I think next I'll be going out of my way to get the one of the most known American muscle cars to ever exist. We going Dodge. We're gonna get that Dodge Charger. I wonder if the game has it in my favorite color. Or my favorite color for that car. How would you not be seen dead around the streets with a bright orange? And that's how you race. Oh, TRD 2000 GT. And 2 Tommy Kairos? Ain't no way. Well, this is proof that the Super can absolutely smash the R34 Skyline. Oh, we got a vehicle. Okay, vehicle. Let's see what the vehicle is. And I'm curious. Because there's a particular race that you can do that will give you a bunch of money and that will give you a super valuable vehicle. But we're also at that stretch of the game where you have, if you want to get a half decent vehicle, you would have to very much do the same race multiple times because the price changes. Which I appreciate. It's a nice experimental feature. What did we get? An R33 Skyline. 600 horsepower though. I think I'll be selling that, thank you very much. It really isn't worth all that much. However, we're going to the south, and we're picking up a Dodge. We're going to that south, say. Yeah! Get it! There's a 71, Challenger. No, that's a Charger. That's a Charger. Where's the 69? Motherfucker. Does it not have the original non-soft top? Viper RT10 though. Oh, can it be the U section? No. Oh. How are you able to sell a 1971 vehicle as new? Whatever. This one will have to do. The 71 model, I'll make it weight. Fucking heavy, this thing too. Oh, front engine rear drive. Oh, wait. Oh, the copper top. What else? That's fucking ugly. Yeah, no, that Phantom is dog shit ugly. Whoever dodged thought that one, place that one. You should be fired for that. Car's ugly as sin. So we're gonna upgrade the brakes, but most notably, we're making the car lighter. Because I've driven one of these before in the game, and it turns like a goddamn boat. And the best way to fix that issue is to lighten the load, so to speak. But we also do need to upgrade the car a little bit. Not too much, to be honest. I mean, you can stick a massive turbo on this, but you also have to keep in mind, it's not like modern racing games. So when we go into the engine, you cannot do engine swaps. So this first option here is to put in an ECU, and then there's engine balancing, which is just retuning the engine. And then there's port polishing. You polish up the intake doohickeys, so air goes through with less pressure, and you get more airflow. Natural aspiration, and then bore tuning. So yeah, you can put on new brakes, new suspension, and a new gearbox, but you cannot put in a new engine. You can only fiddle with the current engine. That being said, is there a race car variant? No, there's not. Knowing Gran Turismo, I kind of figured there might have been. The downside with what I'm doing right now is the weight reduction only comes in stages. So you have to do stage 1, then 2, then 3 sequential order. You cannot go straight to stage 3. Although, that being said, you really should be able to, because it should just give you whatever's in 1 and 2. Alright, let's go! Let's get our professional suspension. We could very much do the dick move and give the car some brake. But for a racetrack, that's not recommended. So we're going to give ourselves a fully customizable transmission. So we can select, or we can pick when the gear changes. You get more oomph out your car that way. But more than anything, I'm going to just send it. I'm just going to upgrade this thing to the max. Well, that's my hope anyway. I'm running a little bit low on the funds in this department here. But we're currently replacing the clutch and flywheel. We're going to go on to the diff, which is what this for professional is. That's right, you put on the new diff. So we've done brakes, we've done suspension. We're now going to put in, we've already done that, prop shaft. I heard you like a carbon fiber prop shaft. Okay, chat, do we want a new exhaust on the car, yes or no? Can I not put an intercooler on this? Why the fuck not? Wait, can I not? I can't. I want to turbo the car. Wait, natural aspiration. There we go. Give it the beans. 6 mil. Oh shit. Can I at least get some bore strokes? Nope. Well. Ooh, oh, we never done any of this. I realized. RIP, not having an ECU. If chat wants me to put an exhaust on this thing, that is now out of the question because we're port polishing. Woo! We're now at 16 grand. Let's take it into a random race. Let's try. Let's try. We're five. We're under 500. Special stage. Special stage, Route 5. Hey, at least the stream title's not a lie. Why would rebound? Stabilizer? We're gonna do this in a specific way. Oh, we're only 5 speed? Oh boy. So we're gonna Torquay. Okay. Let's give it a whirl, let's see what happens. Even I don't know. This card might just become an unstable mess. Here's a dodge, it does tend to do that. That doesn't sound like a muscle card, but okay. Hey, Yoda? I never went to check, what, sorry? I think we made this quite alright. Wait, did we just make a good charger? This car actually feels great. Are you kidding? There ain't no way we just made this thing really good. I do think some gears need tinkering with, but that's just me. Like, we're already, what, 150 mile an hour or something? Against an R33 Skyline 4-door Audi S4, Mercedes-Benz AMG E55, a Dodge Intrepid. What the fuck? Fuck's an Intrepid. I think what we're gonna do is try and give it a bit more of the beans. In terms of, we need to get that final drive to be down just a little bit more, so each of the gears can hit a better top speed than anything else. So yeah, that's genuinely what I'm going to do. I'm going to fiddle with a couple of the gear settings, first and foremost. My little gear pattern here is fine, but it also needs just a little bit of work. So we're going to find a separate race. Yeah, we're not running that 350 power race. No limit. Is this looking a second? I mean, we're also doing muscle car versus muscle car, so... Alright. Oh, right. We can go up to a max of 8,000 RPM. That's insane. Oh no, the infamous corkscrew is coming up. Jesus. Oh, this is so much fun. On God. Who's left in the dust? There's some poor bastard that's like 5 seconds behind. There we go. That is such a really nice slide. Jesus. We're gonna be a little under 10 seconds. Yeah. 6 and a bit seconds. A Camaro, a 69 Camaro, a Plymouth muscle car, a Cuda, a Charger, and a Cuda. Damn, just look at me peeling away. Are you kidding? Oh yeah, they were going so wide. That's insane. But no, like, this Challenger was fantastic. It was always kind of weird in other games because it felt like a boat. But this one is modified in a way that it feels good. It feels right. Unfortunately, there's no General Lee orange. And it loses the shape of the 69 version. Unfortunately. Motherfucking soft top. It's not a good look. It definitely isn't. But I want to see what we earned. That's what I'm here for. So let's... I've clicked the wrong bit. It should be the house. So what do we get? Oh, that's... Oh, it's so ugly! Get out of here. Keep in mind, you can re-earn these reward vehicles. So it is no great loss to me. I want to see though. I want to see... Can I grab anything good from the Gran Touring Car trophy? Gran Touring Car trophy. Let's grab the Supra for that one. I mean, I could always grab a 4-wheel drive car and send all the power that way, but nah, I ain't doing that. Oh wait, I fully upgraded this one. No, we're at the right balance of performance for this car. So essentially, the way I've got this car set up, it has all the turbos in the world available to it, because I bought them all. However, too much power is a bad thing, because the car will oversteer, as I have already shown. So we can do these two here. I think what I'm going to do next week, I'll do a GT2 stream next week. And we'll do the super licenses there. The super licenses are all freaking... The super licenses are all very much... time trials. So you've got to beat a certain amount of time to get the trophy. Good lord. So I do believe this will be the last race. Oh, there's a Corvette Grand Sport and a Viper. Can we keep up with the Viper? Okay, we saved it. Itchy nose. And that's why I slid out. Okay, not very proud of that one. I don't know why, it felt like I was fighting something on that car. It was just weird. What else do I have for it? Oh, we were super soft. Let's do traction control here. We reduced our camber, reduced a couple of things, so we should be fine. I hope. So super soft tires requires a little bit more effort to get going. However, they do provide more grip. But I do believe you can also break that grip just as easily. Or break that traction just as easily. Woo! Oh god, that was terrifying. I mean, they're also right there. Let's keep on going. Let's see what happens. Alright, time to get in the zone. The lovely old racing zone. Never mind, we're not in the racing zone. My butthole is clenched. We have too much power. On God, I swear to high heaven. We're also, yeah, the extra power that we put onto the car is causing us to break traction a lot easier. I think the thing that's keeping us going here is all the extra torque. Yeah, that sliding's not normal. We have too much power. So the car itself, I can control it to a degree, but there's still too much power to maintain the car. Oh, you're right there, friendo. Run away! Oh my god, it's got life. Run away! He's set free just like Diddy. Also, for those who don't know, Diddy did get off free. For the most part. Damn it, Steam notification! Ah! That jump scared me like FNAF. Anyway, we're winning this, it's fine. It's terrifying! A secondary supercharged represent here, along with a Corvette GS Grand Sport, an R32 Skyline, Mustang SVT, and another R33. Oh, wait. How did an R32 be an R33? That has me very curious. When we get the chance to, I will be performing a little bit of a test before I end stream. I'm not ending just yet. There's a short while before I end stream. Speaking of which, tomorrow we're firing up the PS3 to play some PS2 games. Most notably, Final Fantasy X. Unless the Belllands want to come on. Oh, strawberry matcha has different. It also has milk, so it's drying my mouth like crazy. I think energy drink for the win. That is acid. Okay, we're taking off the turbo. We are losing torque, but it's not gonna matter. We'll lose the extra power, but we will maintain stability. This car has proven itself time and time again that it can take on the big boys. So while they can pull ahead, the victor might just be me. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. That's right, you bounce that ass. Where are you? That's a rough CTR? Why is that here? Point proven. The car itself had too much power and didn't have enough grip. So as soon as I took off that turbo, your boy's back in the game. We ain't understeering or oversteering. Although my ass seems to be quite bouncy. Oh! Fucking jump scare! I didn't see that! I didn't hear that. Never mind. I got outrun by a Viper. Bye, Viper! Never mind. Although... I can hear them. This is going to be one hell of a good race. Oh. I understeer! Oversteered. One of the two. They're both the same. Bye, Viper. On to lap 3. Toyota Supra Mark IV, much better than a Viper. He's catching up, menacingly. He slid out and crashed. Alright, this will be the definitive proof that the Supra is better than a Viper. Totally not. Actually, it's a very unbiased opinion because for the longest time, the Dodge Viper was my favorite go-to vehicle for any racing game that I could get my hands on. What is it? Yeah, rough CTR yellow bug. The thing is, the design of the Viper, both the GTS and the RT10, are so iconic. I don't know how Dodge screwed it up. Like, there was a lot of problems with the RT10 and it got a few people killed. And I think the GTS also suffered from the same problem. But that's in the past. Like, didn't Dodge kill off the Viper? They stopped making them. Can you imagine a modern day Dodge Viper with like a tuned Hellcat engine? Oh boy. Okay, what we're gonna see now is what we earned. Because we went from one race to the next and didn't even shit. Race cars! We got race cars! Oh fuck, we got Mugen tuned NSX. That's gonna be a very... What's a rear drive with a mid-engine? It's not often you see a mid-engine car these days now, is it? Oh, the Nissan Jack Skyline. Let's go. 700 horsepower and a 4-wheel drive. God, that looks great. Unfortunately, there's not much more you can do to it because, wow, it's already racing modified. What are you gonna do? Put extra super duper racing brakes on it? The sad part is, for these racing cars, the only thing you can really do is add ABS and traction control. So, yeah. We took the turbo off the Supra and stuck it in a 600 horsepower race, and it came out on top. Proving again just how much of a beast that car is. Although I didn't see what the horsepower went down to, because I remember it being around 472. Around that region. Let's find out. Before we end stream, we will find out. We're now down to 390. Good lord, this car is crazy good. Right, let's wrap things up here. Let's do a little let's crank the volume and do a little bit of a nostalgia hit here. 1 second. There's your nostalgia hit. Right. Tonight has been fantastic. We got a new channel member. So shout out to Trevor for that one. That means you now have access to exclusive content that has been put out in the past. I'm gonna try and do... As I get more videos made, there will be more cut content, exclusive content, bloopers, that kind of thing. I think the first... I didn't really... It's not often I have bloopers. Or, bloopers, I keep messing up my video intro, so there's bloopers there. But there's also some cut content that I stopped doing. If I thought something was funny, I would just leave it in the edit. But if something went a little too far, I would take it out and just have it not be there. But at the same time, it's the thing for members at this point. Because I put down a pledge. Not a pledge. I put down a promise saying that channel members get early access to content, which I have been doing. But I also changed it later on so they get exclusive content, cut content, that kind of stuff. And the exclusive content is a neat idea because it might just stem from a video not panning out the way I thought it would. So I would just slap the green screen thing on it and then render it out and be like, hey, members, have something exclusive. That is the kind of approach I take to it. And I'm very thankful for it. I'm very thankful for all the support. Like, yeah, channel members don't normally go anywhere. And it is a recurring thing. But I've set it up in a way so that, one, it's affordable. And it beats the competition. Oh, thank God for auto framing. It beats the competition by a landslide. Twitch is what, $5 a month, give or take. And this is $1. But you're not getting quite the same benefits as you would on Twitch. You don't get... This is the brain dead part about channel memberships. Channel members do not, or channel members still get ads, which is insane to think about. A Twitch subscription, you don't get ads on that specific channel. YouTube needs to step it up. Like, yeah, you should be able to have cheap channel memberships, but they should also have it set up so that if people want ad-free viewing, they can pick the more expensive tier and go to that and get no ads. You'd still be supporting YouTube and you'd still be supporting the content creator. But YouTube in their infinite wisdom is like, AI generated ads up the wazoo. Because that's what they're doing. If you get an ad during this particular stream, it is not me. I do have ads turned on, but I don't really have anything set up. Because they took away... I think they took away... Let me check. That is to insert an ad. Or is to delay ads. Let's delay ads. Okay, so delaying ads puts a 10-minute timer on all ads. Do I... Okay, so I have this set up. So, what viewers may not see ads at the same time in automatic mode. You'll still be able to manually insert ads for automatic or schedule mode. So I've got a high frequency set for ads. Because that was me. Because I just threw on the setting and I'm like, okay, go with it. But it is set to automatic. So there's a high frequency of automatic ads. They can happen at any time. I don't know the frequency. YouTube has been really, really finicky with ads. They used to, oh god. I forget. There was a feature they gave us, but then they took it away and then they gave us back. They gave us a no, they took it away. They took it away. It was the ability to pick what kind of ads you want inserted into your videos and streams. So YouTube has a couple of types of video ads that will play: skippable, non-skippable. You, as a creator, from a creator standpoint, you used to be able to pick if you wanted skippable ads or unskippable ads. But now YouTube's taking that away, and they're like, "Hey, we'll do. Leave the thinking to us. We'll pick when that happens, buddy." I'm not okay with that. I'm just not okay with it. But no, throughout my entire career as a content creator, it is always important to give a shout out to the real ones, the people that watch the content, the people that support you, the people that leave the like and the share and all that stuff. They're the real ones. Even stopping by for like a couple of minutes and be like, and just checking out the content, checking out the vibes, checking out what is going on. Who is this? Who is the streamer? What are they playing? Am I going to enjoy it? That's what you look out for when you watch people's streams. And that is always a great vibe. Speaking of... That's not what I wanted to do. Whilst I'm here... Can I change... Challenge, glitch, I actually cannot. I was trying to change my aspect. Wait, I should be able to change my aspect ratio. One second. I've done it before. I may have forgotten how to do it. Oh, scaling aspect ratio. Resolution. There we go. Now I can rescale this correctly. Because it's a thing. There we go. Oh, pro tip: if you make a mistake on your thing, you can Control Z and undo it. The undo works on this. Yeah, that seems alright. Okay, I'm done fiddling with that. But anyway, like I said, shout out to the real ones that have shown support. Who, for me, what I consider support is anyone that comes by and checks out the stream, leaving a like, sharing, and all that stuff. That's an additional thing. If you are popping in and just watching the stream, even for a split second, that is a form of support. So shout out to everyone that supported the channel. Not only just now, not only yesterday or the day before or in the future. Shout out to the people that have been supporting me since 2009. From the OG GTAraj days. Back when I had that 0.5 megapixel digital camera pointing it at a 13-inch portable CRT TV. But anyway, tomorrow might be a Bellend stream. I don't know yet. I'll ask the question tomorrow. If it's just me, we'll be on the PS3 playing PlayStation 2 games. We'll be playing Final Fantasy X. So there's that. But, shout out to everyone that's watched tonight. Thank you all for the support. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.